Oh, 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 don't, oh, 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 oh. Oh yeah, what's up, kids? What's good? What's up, kids? Couldn't clear myself. Couldn't whiff. Couldn't get it. Oh hell yeah! Forget about it, man. Forget about it now. What's up, kids? What's up? I I put that joining link right down there. It's okay. Come on in. Let's talk about it. What's up with y'all? All right, here we go. I'll just hold this off to the side. I'll hold this off to the side. The only thing, like I said, that I'm missing. Excuse me. The only thing that I'm missing is like being able to listen to whatever I want to. But that's okay. I'll sacrifice that for a few. It's cool enough, man. I'd rather. Huh, let's see. What fell behind me? Yes, maybe I wouldn't rather. You know what I mean? Maybe I wouldn't. But no. I think I'd rather make friends with guys and talk to you people for a while. And come on up. You see the joining link. Come on, don't be shy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's talk about it. I'd rather do that for a few minutes, communicate with the outside world, the inside world, the rest of the world, the rest of you. But I'd like to do it on panel. I'd like to do it face by face by face by face. So please click that join in link. Why don't you come on up? You know what I mean? Not restrictive, free. You know, Lala has had a free join in link for a few days. Does that mean that she was drinking? I don't know. Do you guys know Lala Lauren? Hmm. Her having a join in link, I was so tempted. I was so tempted to just click through and just have a conversation, right? But did she do that in a drinking phase in something that she's trying to beat? I don't know. I really don't know, guys. Did you see it? What do you think? I was tempted to go in there, but I didn't want to if it wasn't a good place to be. And who would know? I wouldn't know. You know what I mean? I wouldn't know. Maybe it's like not my place to be. But you guys are all welcome here. Everybody is welcome. Come on in. Same to Lala. Same to everybody. Here we go. Yeah, the only thing I can't do right now is listen to whatever I want to over there. It'll get filtered out by YouTube. It'll be, grimy, grindy, not cool, not cool. So whatever. Or I'll get copyright strikes, right? Cheers. Either one of those things is not cool. He still didn't tell me who does that earn brew shit. The earn brew. We all know who does the fist fights in the parking lot. It's everybody. But who does the earn brew? We still don't know. Well, you guys can be pretty sure that I'll try to join up to those panels if they come up more, but I don't know if that was just a symptom of her drinking a little bit, you know what I mean? Because my drinking a little bit is it's not abnormal. It's basically all online, all of it. And my smoking, that be eternal, it's not always online, but the only time I'm drinking, I'm online. I promise that. If you think I let down my guard, let's see. Joining link is right there. It was nice to have Claire. It was nice to have Noelle. It was nice to have Jessica recently. It was nice to have Minnie recently. You know, anybody else, come on in. Let's go. Let's talk. Shit. Oh, yeah? Yeah. I think I have to put a different color on, man. You know what I mean? Hold on a second. Let me get like a mauve or something. The joining link is right there. You can see it, right? Can you hear me? I'll be right back. Let me get like more of a mauve. Thank you. One moment. That's the one. That's what I was looking for. Here we go. The flip flap. You heard? Now we in the place. We in the place. Yep, we're working on 11 o'clock over here. It's 11:01. There you go, guys. There you go. We're gonna hug that time. We're gonna do that time. What's up? What's up? It's 11 o'clock now. We're gonna hug that time. We're gonna do that time. What's up, everybody? Don't forget, there's a joining link right there in the descriptions, in the comments, in the banner. So we had that fantastic conglomeration and night. Worst, we had Claire and what's up, Daryl? How you doing, Daryl? What's going on with you? We had Claire and Noel come up. That was wonderful. That was wild. What's up with you, Daryl? It's good to see you, my brother. Peace. How you doing, my man? Cool, 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 cool. What you been up to, man? Cheers, cheers to you. Cheers, Daryl, man. I'm glad you've been doing well, bro. Heck yeah, Daryl. Heck yeah. Where you at, man? Oh shit. Where you at, man? You up there in Canada or what? In the Dakotas, awesome. I'm in Virginia, man. I'm smoking my Farmers Virginia outdoor right now. You're in the Dakotas? Hell yeah, man. Close to Canada, hell yeah. That's cool. Yeah, our Canadians kick ass, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, they got good bud in Canada, right, Daryl? Fuck yeah, bro. Hi, Claire. How you doing? Yo, Claire, welcome Daryl in. Daryl's North Dakota, close to Canada, smoking that badass bud. I guess your phone is charged back up, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Heck yeah, Claire. I put the join in link in again, If you have any problem, let me know. But jump on in. I put the join in link. Come on in. Let's juice Daryl up. Just saying hi. So yeah, you can click through. Please come back up, Claire. Please. Cheers. I tagged you up on the last one, you know what I mean? Yeah. I tagged you up on the last one and Noelle, right? And whatever happened, she had to leave. No big deal. Hey, Daryl, I'm in StreamYard. Otherwise, I could give you like a mod or whatever. I'm sorry, I can't do it over here. But thanks for your time, bro. Thanks for your time. How's that weed, man? How's that good weed over there up in Canada? I don't think Claire smokes. I don't think Claire smokes weed. But it's got to be good, eh, bro? Yeah, Daryl, when I see you back in there in YouTube, I'll fucking mod you up for sure, bro. What's the high price, man? What happens? What's happening, you know? Yeah, what's happening, man? Like why are the stores going out? What kind of stores actually, you know? Don't you have clothing stores, shoe stores, stuff like that? Yeah, I think you could always make more money in Canada. I think you could always do that. You know what I mean? And you're close, right? I've never wanted to be close to Canada, you know? I'm from Maryland, I'm in Virginia. I'm like New Jersey is like way up high, you know? Like I don't want to go up into Canada, you know. If I have to, I'm going south, you know what I mean? Get my tattoos down there in Georgia. Do stuff like that. Right. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Daryl, I'm from Maryland, right? And they had medical forever, right? But they had zero dispensaries for medical, right? And now when I'm in Virginia, what we do is we have this thing where if you're over 21, you can just hand 2 ounces over to somebody else. That's what we do now. So yeah, you could get it cheaper on the streets, but you know, you need to get it where it's better. You know, it's about like if they're doing good shit. You know, it's not whether it's newest, latest, or branded. It has to be good. You know, so basically, the heirloom companies, the people who've been growing it for a long time, are your best bet, bro. Are your best bet. Look who is in the house.
Took me a second. All right, I can't
Hi,
see
Claire.
what's up, buddy.
Not much. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
It
You too.
didn't.
So,
It didn't take you long.
well, I had to let my phone charge at least 20%. I had to make sure everybody's fucking in bed because
Oh, I do know that. I
what
do know that.
the fuck I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, what are you
You
talking
gotta have
about?
your freedom.
Huh?
You gotta have your freedom, man. Shut them all up. Shut them all to bed. You know.
You know what? Like, I'm actually kept like a motherfucking house cat. Like, not gonna lie. Like, I've had my 3 kids 7 years apart, so I've had small children for that long. I have no credit. I've never paid taxes. My husband,
Right on.
he kind of takes care. I make money, but it's not real money. It doesn't count
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's all under. Because I don't have a straw man, right? Everything I
Right.
do is subcontract. So there's like I only work in cash. So when I had to purchase insurance for a vehicle, it was extremely difficult because you can't just I had all the money in cash, my bank is an hour away. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah. And they give you like the highest interest rate because you don't exist. You're like a thin profile.
I'm non-existent, right? So
Yeah, we are too. We are non-existent too. I get that.
I haven't paid taxes since I was 17.
Well, hey, I've had nothing but returns, you know, so I've filed my taxes all the time.
Yeah.
But
Now, my husband,
eventually, eventually they didn't know who we are either. Even though I have my kids, I have my wife, we have our same whole structure. They said, "Hey, but you guys don't owe anybody." Yeah, we don't owe anybody, so we
Right.
disappeared off the system.
Right. But that's what puts you on them government lists. You ain't playing the fucking cattle game.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And that's why I think that when my dad was killed by the police, I think that's why. Because he was like a super charismatic dude. Like everybody loved my dad. He was the
yeah,
cool dude. He was Daddy Lee Roth, motherfucker. Like, he was so fucking cool, man. Because he was just like,
yeah.
and I think that's why it was right before COVID. Because, okay, so we had this conversation in 2018, right? And he had this Obama phone. And so the Obama phone, like, it's free, but it's gonna listen to everything. He said he was selling drugs on that bitch all day long. He was like, Doctor, he's living in Florida.
Right.
Anyway, so they let him do all this shit. They didn't fucking care. And one time I call him, I'm like, Daddy, I found this video because I went to school for animation, computer animation. And it was the intro to the Simpsons movie. You can actually look this up. So Maggie, when her blocks are flying at the screen frame by frame, it literally says there will be a pandemic and the only cure will be turpentine. And so I start
Oh,
doing a deep dive into this because at the time I'm studying because I studied natural medicine for 7 years. Why you think I look so good at 45, motherfucker? And I fucking
you look
party.
good. You look good.
I look old. You said I look
No,
old.
I'm 46. And no, you don't look old.
You're only 1 year older than me. What year were you born?
Okay,
What year were
78,
you? 78. Okay, my
78.
cousin was born. So I was born in 1980. But
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh, 1980. Yeah, 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 yeah.
so I
You're
smoked.
you're you're much taller. You're how tall are you? You're very tall, right?
No, I'm 5'4". I'm little.
Yeah, you're very tall. Every 1980, I've had a lot of 1980 girlfriends and women, and you know, they were born in 1980. They were 5'0", and all of their names were Jen. So,
I was born at home. I was born at home. My father delivered me, and like I didn't even get a social security number until I was like 6 years old. So I was like
you were
never
born
back.
at home?
Yeah, my father delivered
Yeah.
me, and so
Wow.
like
What did he do? What was his job?
he was a carpet installer,
Okay.
and
Okay.
he sold drugs. He had a lot of shit going on with the Colombians in the 80s with the cocaine trade, and
Right.
so like. He was all like, he had like the long hair and the white suit. And he was all like cocaine David Lee Roth, had a Mustang. He was like, yeah, do what I want, motherfucker. And he was just such a cool dude, man. Like he never got in any trouble for it.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah.
it kind
Good.
but I mean, my mom, like she died when I was like 5. She hung herself when I was 5 years old, and so he never remarried
That's
because my
really sad.
huh.
That's really sad.
But you know what's super fucked up about the whole thing? So my mother died when she was 26. She hung herself. My first husband hung himself when he was 26.
Damn.
Yeah. And like we had just had a
Did you
baby.
have Did you have children with him?
Yeah, my first daughter
Your first
was
daughter? Yeah. So your oldest, or
yeah, my 17-year-old, yeah. Which kind of sucks cuz
um,
like hmm.
it's. I think it's amazing. Like, I don't want to draw that huge comparison, but I think it's amazing how we like copy the lives of our progenitors. Like, whatever our
But
parents did, we kind of copy that stuff. It's
and
like there's no way around it.
You're absolutely right. It's almost like a familial curse, you know, because it wasn't deliberate. It was very much like, I don't want to ever have a family where I don't have a mom. Because I grew up with like carpet installer dad, you know. I got made fun of. I was like the dirty kid, you know what I'm saying? Like all through
Right.
elementary school. And so,
But
like,
those kids didn't know how good your dad was balling as well. He was throwing tacks down, and he was also like probably having a great time. You know what I mean?
taxes, he fucking partied like a goddamn rock star. He had my dad. I remember being a little kid and seeing mountains of cocaine.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like he was. We had a boat, and this is the '80s. You know what I mean? And we would
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
he and people like
Yeah,
other
that's
family
yeah,
members.
yeah. A friend of mine. He's a couple years older than both of us, right? But he
Mhm.
was talking. He was trying to explain to his nephew, like how they used to have like music videos where they would just show a yacht and like, oh, there's a yacht and some music, so that's enough. In the '80s, that was enough. It's like that's amazing. That's fucking fantastic. What the fuck is going on over there? Lifestyles of the rich and famous and all that.
So
So,
yeah,
you could really flex, with a little bit back in those days.
this is so funny. So my aunt Judy, she comes up here recently, right? And she's like telling me this story about like, well, when my father died, my brother and your dad got some coke and they fucking wouldn't share it with me, and she was so mad, and she was, fuck them. I'm still mad at him for that, even though he's been dead for a couple years. And I was like, she got a little bit of coke on blast out. And she's like 65. Her eyes lit up. And I gave my Aunt Judy some cocaine. She had so much fun. We shot guns off the front porch. Like, and it was just kind of like this unsaid thing. Like, we won't tell the rest of it. But it was
Yeah,
just kind
yeah,
of like,
yeah.
it was just funny, man. Because I was like kind of worried. Like, what if she got a heart problem? You know? Because we still, we know a lot of people. And we just get stuff, you know. When you know a
Right,
lot of people and everything's like, like we're in the fucking deep south, you know.
right,
And so like
right,
you got these old money motherfuckers that are living like no money motherfuckers, but they got all the hookup.
right.
And so it's just fun. Like I really like it out here.
No, yeah, for sure, for sure. And
Where do you?
Georgia, as far as Georgia is one of the places they still produce shit. They still make mattresses. They still work on the Kias or whatever. You know what I mean? There's a lot of work down there.
Yeah, so we have two fields, like farm fields, because I'm out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Grocery stores, 15 minutes, and
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
there was
At
one of
least
these
you have
fields.
one.
Shit, that's what I'm
A
talking
lot of
about.
these people, they only have like Family Dollar and fucking Walmart. They don't have real grocery store. At least you have it.
I'm so
What's up,
spoiled.
Frank?
I'm fucking like I had a hard time moving to this house for a long time because it like wasn't 2,500 square foot. I didn't have my own office. Like I made a lot of money when I was younger, and I spoiled myself. And when we moved
Right.
here, because shit got too expensive, like I was mad. I was mad as
Yeah.
fuck. And it took me a long time to be okay with it and like appreciate it. But like I just see like what other people my age are going through. Shit. Especially with my daughter, like her friends and stuff, like they come over, oh, your parents are rich. It's like shit. you
Right.
know, we ain't rich, but we're not dying.
Well, you live in a beautiful place, right? Like you guys have earned it. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
I've seen
smart.
that.
When you're smart and you're above the average IQ, you can skate through. You know what I mean? It's real easy to open your own business. If you're a man, you can do carpentry. Like that's what my husband does. He's just had a. I was like, baby, the only thing it was those years ago, and I was like, the only thing the difference between you and your fucking boss is a fucking work truck and a license.
Sure,
Let's
sure.
let's. And so we did, and I just kind of pushed him. So we've been running all pro for a few years now, quite a few years. Before that, we owned tattoo shops.
So you got him to be indie, like in like improvements. You got him to be independent.
Yes, I did.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
Ain't nothing worse
Because
than a
I've
man.
always been in like the grunt, whatever you call it, like the grunt cast. Where we're just like, oh, I'll carry it, I'll do that. You know what I mean? I
If
don't want to
you,
be a leader. I don't want to be a leader.
but it ain't about being a millionaire. You got a truck and you got some fucking tools, man. You can do anything. All you need is a
Yeah.
pressure washer and a motherfucking paintbrush. $100. You got a business license and you can start renovating, motherfucker. Especially with all these storms and everything that's coming around. That's tens of thousands of fucking dollars. Like, get that shit, motherfucker. Don't sit on here with your ass, a goddamn
Oh
truck
yeah,
in the.
yeah. Like you're right. Like the FEMA money when a storm hits and you just move over there.
Right. And so, like, that's the deal is like, I'll stay home and I'll take care of the kids, and you take care of the motherfucking world. And I will make
Right.
sure the laundry's done, the dinner's cooked. I'm not going to clubs. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I will be the best wife in the world.
Right. Right.
I think he might be fucking around on me, man.
Oh,
Uh,
Frank, he builds his house with his own hands. And didn't I tell you what he did for a living? What do you do for a living, Frank? Build your house with
let's
your
see,
own
let's
hands.
see. Look at the chat real quick. Let's see what the chat's got going on.
That's Frank. That's Frank.
Let me see it. Oh, why isn't it showing up? Let me hit this again.
It's kind of weird in StreamYard, I guess.
It is. Okay, let's see. Comment. Oh, there we go. Daryl, can I get cheaper on the streets? Yeah, would you get from friends? Get cheaper or smoke? Lots of good smoke. He's asking about top of the morning. Devil Down, Georgia. Oh, you're so silly, freaking Daryl.
Oh shit. Well, I don't know, man. I did masonry. I made masonry. I like wood, man. I'm not good enough for wood. I'm not good enough for woodwork. We lost Claire, man. We lost Claire. Yeah, it's funny. When you're in StreamYard, it's hard to see all of the text, and when you click around, some things happen.
My bad. Yeah,
Did you get kicked out while you were clicking around? Yeah,
I was just trying to see the fucking
like all the chat and everything.
trying to see the chat and it fucking kicked me off.
It's weird. It's weird when we're on StreamYard. How many subscriptions do you have? How many subscribers?
Less than 400. So check this out. So when I started YouTube about a year ago, right? And
Okay.
at first I was gaining a lot of momentum, and I started giving because at the time I was doing like I was studying a lot of medicine. And so I was putting out all
Okay.
this like, medical, like help yourself videos, like
You
boy, if
talking
you're
about holistics, or are you talking about
yeah,
like traditional
like
medicine?
if you have a boil, there's a recipe for a sap you can make. If there's a
Oh, like
toothpaste,
yeah. What is that called? It's called it's a drawing salve.
yes, a draw sound. So
A
like I
drawing
was
salve.
raw out sap. So like okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
you ever
that's
get a
practical stuff.
boil
I grew up
on
with
top
that.
of your ass crack? You know, you get a big boil on top of your ass crack. You know what I'm saying? Like you put this draw
Right.
out sap on it, and it becomes from cellulitis, which is all the pus stuck in the cells it'll make it'll come to a head and burst any boil.
Yeah,
That's what the black salve
yeah.
does. Or if you get a spider bite, I got
It's
bit by
keratin. The
a
protein that's under the skin is called keratin. It's that nasty, bubbly cottage cheese shit.
yeah. But what it is, so black salve is, but anyways, it's an old Amish recipe. And
Yeah.
so I was showing people how to make that and what it's for. Because had gotten bit by a brown recluse not
Right.
long before. And it never became a hole in my hand, right? Because I
Right.
have the black that draws the poison.
Right. Usually it's like one dead little hole
Right,
when
I
a black when
documented
a
that,
recluse.
and then I got really, really sick one day. I mean, like deathly ill. I was running a really high fever, and then I took turpentine, and then like
Okay.
24 hours later, like I was 100% right. So I
Right.
documented that. That kicked me off of YouTube. So a couple days ago, you remember I did that Go for Broke stream?
Yeah. Once or
Okay.
twice. Yeah.
So yeah, right. So that Monday, the first time I did it, which was the first time I'd seen you on there, I get a fucking email from Google. They're like, your username, your login, none of it fucking counts. I'm like, shit, I fucked up. Like I can't even use my Gmail anymore. Right? And so I'm kind of like, stone about this. And I'm just kind of like, ugh. So a couple hours later, I get on try to log on to YouTube, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm allowed to log on. And then I try to leave a comment, and I'm like, oh shit, it'll let me leave a comment. So later on that night,
Right.
I go to try to go live, and it allows me to. And I'm like, damn, they let off the motherfucking ropes, dude. Like I'm
Right.
allowed, and so in the last couple days, I've gotten multiple subscribers. Like they let the motherfucking rope off for some reason.
Right. Right.
So
So it's going
whatever,
good now.
like even with my Etsy page, so I sold like medicine and toothpaste on Etsy, and that shit was buried for a long time because I sold like anti
Yeah.
wrinkle cream and fucking health shit. And it was all like I'm so mean, because I could talk shit about the companies. I'm like, fuck this toothpaste, get my toothpaste. And people love that shit. So I was like the second top seller of toothpaste on Etsy for like 6 months. I had like doctors eat like using my toothpaste and dentists like praising it because I did all these like holistic books on teeth, you
Right.
know. And Etsy just started taxing me too much, and then they wanted all my personal information. I was like, motherfucker, I don't pay taxes, so I fucking quit.
Right. Right. Right.
But I started studying dentistry so I could like do the amalgam fillings on like broke people around me. I pulled one of my own teeth once. I had a tooth, like a molar, in the back of my mouth,
Yeah.
and I knocked that bitch out with a fucking Bic lighter and a hammer.
Man, you know what? I mean, like I have like so few teeth left or whatever. But when I started losing them naturally the first time, I was an idiot. I kicked all of them out of my head. You know
Were
what I
you
mean? Like
35? Were you between 30 and 35 when all your dental problems began?
no, 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 no. I
When did
didn't
the
have any I
big
still don't
one
have I don't even have like cavities, right? My teeth they come out whole now because my
It's your
gums
gum. It's the
retract. My
gum.
gums retract.
Okay. So what do you do? What's your oral care routine?
I brush my teeth.
Just with what kind of toothpaste?
Pepsodent.
Okay, so get this. So American toothpaste is a cosmetic thing. It's full of fluoride and A lot of really toxic
Yeah,
shit. Like you could, if you were to brush your dog's teeth with your toothpaste that you use, you'd kill your fucking dog.
but Claire, I killed my
No,
gums. Well, listen, Claire,
let me
I
tell
killed
you
my
something.
gums with tobacco
No,
and coffee.
no, let me tell you something.
There's
Listen,
no
motherfucker.
way.
Look,
There's
listen
no
to me.
way my gums would have survived all the fucking cigars and coffee. All it
Look
does
how
is
much
my gums
you.
will
I
crack.
drink coffee and I smoke cigarettes every motherfucking day.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm telling you, I can give you the magical toothpaste recipe, and you make it at home. Stop buying that shit. My husband, he would go, and blood would come out of his gums. He had to
right,
be
right.
careful what he ate because the pockets were so deep and abscesses could form.
Yeah,
So all it
yeah,
takes
yeah.
is a tiny shred of meat to get down in that motherfucker, and that's all it takes. So what you do is you
I
take,
know, I know.
but check this out. Like so what I did to heal my gums, because I was gonna lose all my teeth about 10 years ago after my second pregnancy. Like all my fucking teeth was fucking rotten out. I had to get 3 molars pulled at once.
Right, right.
And so what I did is I started mixing coconut oil, 50% coconut oil, 50% baking soda, and peppermint oil.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
brush your teeth with that every day. You gotta spit it in the toilet because it'll clog up your sink because it's coconut oil.
Yeah, I get
But
that.
that changes everything. That, and you floss. You take your dental floss and you put wintergreen oil on it.
I like have 7 teeth in my head, so I don't need to do that
But
anymore. But
but your gum
Frank
health is
Smith,
your life,
she is
man.
not Irish. You're not Irish at all, right? Claire, you're not Irish at all.
I don't fucking know, man. I've been in America as long as I can go back. I'm a goddamn Viking. I'm like RH negative and shit.
I would think, look, this is my thing. I think you're probably Dutch. When I
I
look at
thought
you, I think
so.
I don't know. Are you Dutch? I think you're
No,
probably Dutch.
as far as I can go back, my family's been in America.
Well, America is not like, an
I'm
ethnicity
not
or whatever.
anything. I'm the fucking one person you'll meet that's not anything. I'm not Irish. I'm not Scottish. I'm not German. Like, I literally, as far as I can go back, I'm just people in America.
Oh, like Appalachians and stuff, yeah?
I
Because I
don't
have
even, not
Appalachian in my
even
family.
that. Like, all around, like, original 13 colonies, like, mothers of the people, the women that sewed the flag and shit.
Oh, yeah, okay, okay.
And so, like, and that's why I think, after doing my
Well,
lineage
weren't
and
they
stuff,
all like English Irish? Weren't they all English Irish?
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Frank,
We're just
I made it
old.
recently, Frank, but I made a cottage pie because I made it with ground beef. I did not use a sheep or a lamb, so I did make cottage pie recently, but I made it
That's
with ground beef.
I've been cooking with a lot of venison lately,
Oh, that's cool.
which is like
Who's the killer? Who's the guy?
my husband.
Mark.
He's Yeah, Mark. He's a bad
Right
motherfucker. Like
on.
I love that dude.
I know he is. That's what I was telling them. I was like, hey, don't get too cozy. Mark is a bad motherfucker. That's what I was saying. He's a hero.
He don't mess around with none. He doesn't even like me doing this stuff because he's like, what?
Nobody likes us doing this stuff. Our family
No.
doesn't want us to fucking live stream and be up here like a bunch of assholes. Nobody wants us doing it.
Right? They're like, you're gonna say something stupid, and it's like,
I
no.
will.
So recently, so get this. So I was doing my
No,
live
mine
stream.
is that's the thing. My whole thing is it's a joke. It's like I'll drink, I'll drink, and I'll drink, and I'll drink. And if you think I'm gonna drop my fucking guard, you're wrong. I'll never drop my guard. You know
Like,
what I
you don't
mean?
got
That's
no.
my game.
You and I are type of people who like to drink and talk shit, right? It's not we're
Yeah.
alcoholic. I can go days without drinking, but when I do, I like to talk shit, man. I want to smoke cigarettes and talk crap.
Yeah. And now
And
we
then,
can have like an online tavern where we can talk shit to no end. But when you walk outside, there's no fucking, copper to pick you up and throw you
that's
in. We're not getting arrested anymore. Fuck all that. We're fine now. We're fine.
like I was talking about that the other day. I was like on my tombstone, favorite pastime: drink, smoke cigarettes, and talk shit. I
I
mean,
don't know, Claire. I'm it's just a joy to have you in.
I appreciate that, man. You too. You too. Like I saw you, and I was like, when I seen you, just kind of like smoking a bowl, and you was like doing them records on shorts. And I was like, this motherfucker right here, like he's a cool old dude.
Oh my God. Yeah,
You
I love my records. And by the way, right before you found me, my stylist died. And I was
know?
so sad. I must have put 4,000 hours on that stylist. But I love my
Yeah.
records.
So get this. So we had a good friend of ours, Frosty, this guy that my husband knew forever. He died, and he died of fentanyl.
Yeah,
He stopped taking Suboxone. I'm not gonna get into the whole story. You probably already know. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
pretty difficult. Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, no, he was buying a lot of shit off the dark web, and we had a vial of LSD from 1964. Dude,
I
you want to
hope
talk about something to
because
make you see the beauty in life? It was
yeah,
amazing. Like
there's
he
no
just,
more real LSD. I'm sorry for the kids, but it doesn't exist anymore. You'll never
but
get real LSD ever again. I'm
I
sorry.
remember, well, you know what? The kids now, so my daughter, like, she's pretty awesome. Like, through her life, even through her teenage years, like, she went through little mini versions of all the fallings out of my life. You know what I'm saying? From 12 to 17. There's real quick, and it was kind of like, wow, like, I'm seeing these parallels in my own life. So, where she is going to be when she's 20 is where I was when I was 30. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Somewhere in the 70s, like people lost their way, you know what I mean? And they just stopped passing things now. Like I'm sure you was like a latchkey kid,
Oh
you know,
yeah, I
parents.
was exactly right. I still wear it. I still wear that fucking key around my neck. You know what I mean?
For real? You know what? I
I
just
do it.
don't lock
Yeah.
her. We just don't
I
lock her.
mean,
Well, because
when I'm at
time.
home, I don't wear it, right? But
Mm,
when I walk out, I wear it. I wear that fucking key, just like I did in '92 or whatever, like all those kids, right? And
yeah.
and it's
You do your
I'll never drop
thing.
that. I mean, it feels oppressive. I can feel it on my neck. That's why I don't wear it in home,
Are your
you know.
parents
But
still
I wear it
alive?
out there because we had whatever you say, refrigerator moms, latchkey kids, all that bullshit. You know what I mean? But
Your
that's that
parents
shit that
still
we grew up
alive?
with, and you can't not separate from that shit.
No. Are your parents still alive?
My mom just died in October 15th.
Of this year?
Yeah, October last month. Yeah, last month my mom died, and my
Mm.
dad's alive. And my dad, we're trying to do things in her honor, but that's
Did
because
you?
obviously he thought he could die first. He thought he could get away
Did
with it.
you?
You know what I mean?
Many
He
years
thought
on
like he
the
could die and not have any of these responsibilities, right? But it
Mm.
happened that she died first, and she
What
died
did
in
did they
three
get? Like,
minutes.
did they get the COVID vaccines?
No, she had like I guess you would call it like cardiac arrhythmia or whatever. She
Right,
died
but
in
did she
3
get the
minutes.
vaccines in the early 2020s? Did she get
Uh,
all the
I don't
vaccines and
think
shit?
any of us got vaccines. I don't think any of us did.
Really, my that shit killed my grandmother and my
My
uncle
grandmother
and my
died. My grandmother died COVID time across the street, but also like the actually a tattoo, by the way, that bird that I have there. My friend, he died there too. Same time. But he had cancer that he didn't want to talk to me about, and just a year later, my grandmother and him, they died. That was in the COVID
Ooh,
time. My uncle died, and then my mom died just last month.
this was
And like,
all in the same time frame.
shit, well, all within the last 2 years, I guess. But
Jeez, man, I'm so
there
sorry to hear that.
there are a lot
That's
of like the people that I cared about. You know what I mean? Like I still have
crazy.
Jimmy the drummer.
Yeah.
But
The only
most of
person
the
I
people
know,
that I cared about died.
shit.
You know?
I went back to Florida recently, and everybody that I used to know is dead. They're all
Yeah,
dead.
yeah, yeah,
Every single something about the generation that we grew up in. They didn't have
yeah.
kids. They fucking dead, or they got two DUIs and they're still like
Shit.
struggling.
You don't. You know what, Claire? It hasn't even hit HPV yet. So when you and I are like 52, they're all of them are gonna die.
I know.
They're gonna die.
So check this out. So I did a study because I just do random studies like
Good for you.
for not for anybody, just for me. So I wanted so the average population of the United States in 2019 was 340 million, roughly. Okay. And right now, this is 2019 and now, okay, exactly the
Right,
same, roughly 340 million. So, and these people included in the census is it was 50 million documented immigrants
right,
that leave the country in the last 4 years, and then 80 million to 120 million undocumented, unknown immigrants that have come into the country in the last 4 years. So 50 plus
right,
100, that's 170 million. Okay. And our population has stayed the same at 340. And then you look at the demographics of race. Okay, white people in every single state of the United States as of 2023, I think it was earlier, January, March, was less than 50% of the population. So I'm
right.
sure when you were growing up, I don't know where you grew up, but it's probably predominantly white school.
Well, where I grew up in a black neighborhood, and then outsourced to white schools.
Where did you grow up?
It's Largo, Maryland. Largo.
Really?
It's
Okay, so
it's 3 miles from the capital. It's 98% black, and our county is like the richest black county in the country. Actually,
oh
Prince
my God.
George's.
So
Yeah.
Hinesville, Georgia is very similar. So we moved to this place from Griffin Park, and we moved, and our rent was 1,300 a month in 2019, 2018, 2018,
Right.
1,300 a month in Hinesville, Georgia. We were the only white family in the entire neighborhood. And I mean, these
Yeah.
houses were massive, right? They're borderline mansions. And what it was is it was all because there's a big infantry base in Hinesville. And
Right.
so the black guys that made it through that didn't die in infantry, they got you immediately get a $300,000 VA loan, and you get 4 grand a month, and you get your benefits when you're a retired veteran.
Right.
And so it's an experiment. So these are like $350,000 houses. So they're getting these loans, but they're um, APRs. They're balloon rates. So every 2 years they recycle in black families. into these larger homes. And we watched this over the years that we lived there. So every house in Griffin Park, say over 10 years, has two, four, six, eight, has five families that are in foreclosure for a $350,000 home because they
Which
know.
which has to be like, it has to be 500,000 right now, right? It has to be like 500,000, right?
No, no, no. It's a no. This is a there's a company and it's called I don't remember, but it's a housing company and they build these houses where they literally take patches of woods and they fucking strip it down and they build these little houses like right on top of each other and it's just
Yeah.
actually my husband's cousin's husband digs the he owns the people who dig the ditches and it's the slave trade now. They're Mexicans, and he owns the trailer park that the Mexicans live in. They
Right,
pay
right.
water, they pay everything. They're not allowed to have cars. They can't leave. They
Yeah,
got a
because
school
they
and
have
you
like
know
this, they have this like work visa thing that they do too, right?
no,
So they have like a class A visa, but they have to
you
go
know
back after 6 months or whatever, you know?
in Georgia, Fidelia, Jessup, middle of nowhere, Georgia. These Mexicans, if they try to walk down the road, the police will pick them up and take them back to the fucking trailer park.
Right,
Because these
because they have a
guys,
place to live, a place to work, and then they have to go home after the job is done, really.
but it's not even that. So if your boss owns where you live,
Yeah,
pays you, you know what I'm saying? All under the table. But so say you got a $10,000 job. I'm sorry, $30,000 job. Okay, to build three houses. All right, or to dig the foundations. You got a $30,000 job. To dig the foundations for three houses. All right, you're gonna take your trailer park of Mexicans. You're gonna work them motherfuckers. They're gonna dig them ditches. You're gonna make your 30 grand. You're gonna pay them out. They live in your trailer park, so they gotta pay you back all their rent and utilities because
right.
it's on your
And you fed
property.
them.
You own them. They cannot leave. You can
Well,
sell the trailer.
they
Huh?
also have like they have like a time sensitive visa they have to go back to.
Nope. You don't exist. You don't got a social security number. You ain't got no ID.
Oh,
You
you're
ain't
talking
changed
about like straight
nothing.
illegals. Yeah, straight illegals. Yeah. Wow.
Yes, they're paying to live from the
Yeah,
same
yeah. No,
boss.
no, I know how you owe it back. You owe back, all the time in the trailer and everything. And they
Well,
usually
and
like feed
then
you once a day. But a lot
so
of these
this
places, they do it like legally on a short term, visa,
they
and then they
made
send them back.
this is not European society. You know what I'm saying? This
No,
ain't
we
up
have a
north.
lot
It's
more.
the fucking Union. It's the goddamn South. Like they are slave owners, and they've got these Mexicans, and that's why. So you heard that story about that girl that got beat with the brick walking through a neighborhood. So what it is you've got like these stretches of woods between the neighborhood. And so
Yeah,
you might have a Mexican trailer park in one place. And so what these Mexicans do is they fucking make little towns and cities of strip clubs and stores inside of their little shit because it's not jail, you know. You got
god
the
damn.
wood, you got the trailer park, so they make their own little sketchy shit.
Yeah, yeah,
So there's
yeah. I can hear that. Yeah, yeah.
and it's all under the cover of trees on the satellite. You can't see this shit. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying? And
Satellites don't
so
work like that anyway, yeah, but they don't catch live shit
it's
anyway.
going to get rug off to. And that's why you have these good old boys that you've got to have this southern fucking good old boy law, like, and one of them got in trouble a couple years ago where there was three sheriffs. There's some nigger that was stealing tools from a house that wasn't built in Brunswick, and these three cops, they were off duty in their pickup trucks, and they shot them.
Right.
And they made a big old George Floyd deal about it, but you don't understand, like, these people that you're talking like 75, like lukewarm IQ, these motherfuckers can't even read. It's like the place they should be is like in the woods, like doing power. They
Yeah.
shouldn't be in a European styled society. They'll never make it. It's kind of sad.
Right. Right.
And we're not kind of on a tangent. But it's just like when I realized like that that's what my cousin's husband was doing, it hurt my heart so bad. You know what I mean? Because it's like not only is it allowing like such a criminal element, like this motherfucker is a goddamn slave driver. He owns people and like literally sells them betwixt each other, and because his daddy is for the fucking local government of whatever small fucking town they live in, they do whatever the fuck they want, you know.
Right.
And I'm be whatever kind of person I am, but like Ten Commandments, the God truth is the most important, you know, for me.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like adultery is akin to death.
Yeah. Would you say you said something about that about cheating the other day, I think.
Yeah, adultery is akin to death, you know.
Yeah.
I really believe that. Like me
It
and
kind
my
of whatever trust that you destroy, you'll never get it back. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
say that one more time.
The trust that you destroy in these actions, you'll never buy that back. There's no way to get it back. And like trust is a piece of currency that we need to have. We need to trust each other,
And that's what
in
I'm
order to
saying. And
grow.
when you meet cool people in your life, like you want to hold on to them. You know what I mean? And that's a big deal. So I met this woman recently. Did I tell you about this?
No,
This
but I love to hear
woman.
about a new woman. Come
So
on now.
she wants to be my best friend. She's like 2 feet taller than me. We look like totally goofy together.
Okay,
Because
cool.
she's really tall. She's got dark hair. She got a pimply face. I'm like small and cute. You know what I mean? And so, but whatever. I was willing to be this person's best buddy because I don't have a
Right.
lot of friends. And so I'm very giving. I'm like, look at my clothes, beepity. She steals from me. So
Oh
I don't say
yeah?
anything. Yeah, she stole some shit from me, and I don't say anything. Like it's cool because I don't know for a fact. You know what I'm saying? I gotta.
Right.
I don't want to accuse and be wrong. And so one day she comes over and she's like, and I'm like, listen, man, I don't want your kids to trash my house. Like, I don't care. If you all hang out, just don't trash my house. Don't stay late. Not only did her kids trash my house, they destroyed my fruit basket. They went through like 15 oranges, smushed them into the floors of the wall. You know, the 34 packs of water bottles. You know what I mean? They went through
Yeah.
24 water bottles, dumped them all over the floor, and then tracked their dirty ass feet. Like, they trashed my house more than I've ever seen.
That sounds like fucking dinosaurs. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, and then she brings some fucking weed dealer to my house. right? And so she leaves. The next morning, I'm cleaning up, and I'm fire ass mad, right? So her boyfriend's my husband's helper, and I'm like, I'm gonna go scorch earth. I'm going scorch earth. I know all her dirty secrets. She's married. She's sleeping with her husband. She got two other dudes she's fucking. The kids are telling me all the shit. They find mine. Ugh. So I told the boyfriend everything. But, he ended up being total cuck. He didn't really. But she ain't trying to call me. So it all worked. I got rid of that awful woman. I was
Right.
kind of worried she was going to come back and shoot me for about 3 days. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I was like avoiding certain places because, like, I was like, man, this bitch gonna fucking kill me, dude. I just fucking spilled all the dirt. After, like, totally, like, nah, I'm your friend. I would never do that. But I don't like liars. I don't like cheaters, man. And you don't steal. You don't steal from me. You don't fuck me over. And
Yeah, you got like the 3 commandments, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, that's it.
you well, love thy neighbor, but do not covet thy neighbor. Which I think is like a racial thing, personally. And if you love somebody, you're with them. Like my husband, like I love that man. He is my everything. That is like the only person I divulge myself to. You know,
Yeah.
he's a good dude.
Yeah, I know. I hear.
But you got your old wife, and how many kids did you say you had?
We have 6, but
That's awesome, man. What ages are they?
26 to 11.
Oh, that's
Our, da-
awesome.
our daughter is the only minor. She's 11. Everybody's over age over.
That's cool. I got a
It's
3 year
really cool.
old
It's
and
really cool.
a fucking 9 year old.
When they're like 2, when they're 3, it's so stressful. They're like too small. They're too breakable. You know what I mean? So every
No,
time that we get over that hump, I'm like, oh good, oh good, they're gonna make it. You know what I mean?
it's the worst. My 3 year old is a goddamn monster, dude. Like
To
she
me, it's
wears
just like it's so sketchy. It's like, come on, get through that, get big, get bouncy. Get 6, whatever.
and it's so funny. My 3 year old is like 45 pounds. She
Okay,
is
all right.
she wears a 4T. She got blonde hair, blue eyes. Hold on. She is a big old kid. It's so funny because we went to the school recently and like they were like, oh, we'll see you next year. And I'm like, no, she's 2.
Right.
So
Oh, she's
I
that
don't,
big, yeah.
but she's just like one of them COVID babies.
Oh, she
COVID
had
babies.
2 extra years. All right, hold on.
COVID
I'll be
babies.
right back.
All right, I'm doing the same
I
thing. I
know
got to that. Let's see if I can see the chat real quick.
nobody's in there.
Oh, it's only us.
Yeah, it's just us, Claire. I'm sorry.
Dang, that's crazy. But you know what? That's all right, man.
They're gonna watch you tomorrow. They're gonna watch you tomorrow.
Oh no.
Oh no, I'll delete it if you want. I'll delete it. No, there's a couple of
No,
people watching right now, but they're not chatting in.
it's
Hello, Bud
okay.
Fire.
I usually delete my live streams, but you know what?
I know
Like,
you do. I know.
I don't
But we're
usually
gonna
do
keep it clean so that we can keep it on. You know what I mean?
it. You know what? But I mean, I see some stupid shit, and like sometimes I get a little racist, but I'm kind of like playing like racist. You know what I mean? I used to be a
Yeah.
skinhead like back in the 90s.
Oh, you were actually like racially motivated.
Oh, absolutely. I was
You
awful.
were. That's fascinating. That's fascinating. I don't think we can talk about it today because we have to split our racism up. You know, but
It's okay.
I would love to talk to you about that. Like you were actually in like the whole like the activist camp. You know, like the
No, I wasn't. Actually, I wasn't allowed to. I was very protected by like the guys. Like they wouldn't let me
yeah.
do anything.
Right. Okay. 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 I don't want to say Betty. I don't want to say Betty, but they were keeping you on that side.
It's not gonna hurt my feelings. In fact, I welcome criticism. You can say whatever. It's not gonna hurt.
I'm not being critical. I'm not being critical at all. I'm saying like I really want to talk about that, but I don't want to saturate, any one of our one streams, with heavy stuff for these people, because
Very true.
it's not legal, right? So but
I just
it's
think
interesting.
for me personally, I have not heard a lot of insults, especially recently, that like actually strike a nerve. So it's like kind of like asking for it. I'm like, go ahead, give it to me, motherfuckers. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like, go ahead and say
it
something.
does. It does.
Give me a white people joke, cause I got all the funny black and Jew jokes. So tell me something, because I'd love to
Yeah,
indulge. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
it does. It does. It
It's
does.
wrong. But like I love the brutal honesty of it all. You know what I'm saying?
It's yeah, absolutely. It's a great point. I mean, everybody's got their well, look, man, I don't even know like I need to talk to you on the phone because I can't talk to you on YouTube about what I was gonna say. It's
But
like the guys
actually,
that I grew up with and what they
believe it or not,
understood.
YouTube has taken all their parameters off because I said the most awful things that I thought would get me kicked off that have done more than get me kicked off in past. Dude, they're
You can
letting
try.
everything.
Yeah, you could try. You can try that.
Dude,
But it's not just trigger
why?
words. It's like when people have it out for you, they report you. I've been through that. They report you when they have it out for you. Stuff like that. So
You want to see
I don't
something
want to
report
lose.
you?
I don't want to lose this communication portal.
No, me either. You want to see somebody do something really bad? No, I'm just kidding.
Let's just see something really cool. What's up? Here we
Just see
go. You get
something.
solo layout. You get solo layout. Here we go.
All right, hold on. Oh, this is so. No, I can't. I'll get in so much trouble. I can't do it. I have to go off camera and do it. Okay, I'm back. I did it. Oh shit! Did I drop my stuff all over here? No, that's baking soda. My bad.
Uh
Where'd you
oh.
go?
No,
Huh?
you're here. You're here. I am gonna go. It's nice to watch you. Don't lick the baking soda.
That was actually awful. I'm so
I guess
sorry.
your baking soda was uncooked, man. Let's cook it.
I'm so happy that I was able to talk to you. You're so cool, man.
It's awesome to talk to you. I mean, again, I'm elated, so I'm so happy too.
I'm super drunk, and I'm kind of like, I would love to meet you and your wife one day. So,
That'll be
you guys
awesome.
have
That'll be
a good
awesome.
night. Tell your wife I love
You know
you
what?
both.
Thank you, Claire. See you soon.
You too, man. You have a good night.
Be cool. Be cool. I'll
You
see you.
too. How do I turn
Peace,
this off?
everybody.